Hello, future botanists and curious minds. Welcome to an exciting journey into the world of plants. Today, we are diving deep into Class 9 Biology, exploring the fascinating chapter on tissues. Our specific focus will be on the meristematic tissue, the powerhouse of plant growth. We'll uncover how these special tissues help plants grow taller, wider, and regenerate. Get ready to explore this topic through 4 levels of understanding: easy, medium, hard, and hardest. Let's begin. Ready to discover the secret behind plant growth? Let's start with the basics of meristematic tissues and their amazing ability to make plants grow. Imagine plants as living structures, and like our bodies, they are made of tiny building blocks called cells. When similar cells group together to perform a specific job, they form a tissue. In plants, one such vital tissue is the meristematic tissue. These are special because their cells are always busy dividing, like a tireless construction crew. Their main job is to help the plant grow. Think of them as the growth engines, constantly adding new cells so the plant can increase in length and thickness. What makes these growth cells so special? Well, they have several unique features. Firstly, they are actively dividing, meaning they are constantly making new cells. Their cell walls are thin, which makes it easy for them to divide and expand. They have dense cytoplasm, full of important components for all that activity. And here's a curious one: they have no large vacuoles, unlike most mature plant cells. This is because they're focused on dividing, not storing. You'll find these growth tissues mainly at the tips of roots and shoots, where new growth happens. Now, let's test your understanding of the basics. Here are 3 quick questions for you. Take a moment to think about the main function of meristematic tissue, list 2 key characteristics of its cells, and recall where these tissues are typically found in a plant. Good luck! Alright, let's build upon our foundation. In this medium level, we'll explore more about the unique characteristics of meristematic tissues and their different types. Remember, plant tissues are broadly categorized into meristematic, which are for growth, and permanent, which are for specialized functions. Meristematic tissues are essentially the stem cells of plants. They are composed of undifferentiated cells, meaning they haven't chosen a specific job yet, and they can continuously divide. This constant division is what allows plants to grow throughout their entire lifespan, increasing in both length, which we call primary growth, and girth, known as secondary growth. They truly are the plant's growth engine. Let's dive deeper into why meristematic cells have those distinct features. Their thin cell walls are flexible, making it easy for them to expand and divide rapidly. The dense cytoplasm is packed with organelles, showing a high metabolic rate, as they need a lot of energy and materials to constantly make new cells. And the absence of large vacuoles? That's because these cells are too busy dividing to store water or waste, and a big vacuole would actually get in the way of the nucleus splitting during cell division. Plus, they have a prominent nucleus, which is the control center for all this rapid activity. Meristematic tissues aren't just one type, they're found in different locations, each with a specific role. The apical meristem is at the tips of roots and shoots, making the plant grow taller and roots grow deeper. The intercalary meristem is found at the base of leaves or between stem nodes, helping parts like grass blades regrow after being cut. And the lateral meristem, also called cambium, is along the sides of stems and roots, making the plant grow wider. These 3 types work together to shape the entire plant. Time to challenge your understanding a bit more. Here are 5 questions to help you review. Think about why meristematic cells have thin walls, why they lack large vacuoles, the 3 main types of meristematic tissues, how they contribute to growth, and the role of dense cytoplasm. Pause the video, answer them, and then check your knowledge. Great job so far. Now, let's elevate our understanding. In this hard level, we'll analyze the functional significance of meristematic cell characteristics and explore their differentiation into permanent tissues. Meristematic tissues are in a perpetual state of the cell cycle, constantly undergoing mitosis. This rapid proliferation requires specific cellular adaptations. Their thin cell walls, primarily cellulosic, are not just thin, but also flexible, facilitating quick expansion and efficient nutrient uptake. The dense cytoplasm is a hub of intense metabolic activity, brimming with ribosomes for protein synthesis and mitochondria for energy, all crucial for the continuous production of new cells. The absence of large central vacuoles is a critical adaptation. Large vacuoles would physically hinder the nuclear division process and store substances, which isn't the priority for these actively dividing cells. Instead, they focus all resources on growth and division, making their prominent, often central, nucleus a clear indicator of their active genetic control. Let's look at the different meristem types and their specific contributions. Apical meristems, at the tips of shoots and roots, drive primary growth, extending the plant's length. The shoot apical meristem forms new leaves and flowers, while the root apical meristem pushes the root deeper. Intercalary meristems, found in monocots at nodes, are vital for rapid elongation of internodes and regrowth. Lateral meristems, like the vascular cambium, produce secondary xylem and phloem, increasing the plant's girth, forming wood. The cork cambium contributes to the protective outer bark. Each type plays a distinct role in shaping the plant's overall architecture and ensuring its survival. The magic of meristematic tissue doesn't stop at division, it's also about differentiation. Cells born from meristems gradually lose their ability to divide and begin to specialize, acquiring unique structures and functions. This process, called differentiation, leads to the formation of all permanent tissues, from the protective epidermis to the complex vascular tissues like xylem and phloem, and the various ground tissues. This transformation allows the plant to develop specialized organs and systems, enabling functions like photosynthesis, water transport, and structural support. The entire process is finely tuned by genetic programs and plant hormones like auxins and cytokinins, which regulate the rate and direction of growth, ensuring coordinated development. Now for some harder questions. Get ready to analyze and connect concepts. Describe the structural features of meristematic cells and link them to their function. Differentiate between apical and lateral meristems. Explain why large vacuoles are absent. How do meristematic cells lead to differentiation? What's the role of intercalary meristem? Consider if meristematic cells are totipotent and how hormones influence them. Take your time to formulate comprehensive answers. You've tackled the hard challenges, now prepare for the ultimate test. The hardest level will explore the molecular mechanisms, developmental biology, and biotechnological applications of meristematic tissues. At the heart of meristematic activity lies a sophisticated molecular control system. The cell cycle in these cells is meticulously regulated by key genes and proteins, like cyclins and cyclin-dependent kinasas, ensuring precise and rapid division. Meristems are essentially plant stem cell niches, maintaining a delicate balance between self-renewal and producing cells for differentiation. This balance is heavily influenced by plant hormones. Auxins promote cell division and elongation, cytokinins stimulate meristematic activity, and gibberellins drive stem growth. The interplay and concentration gradients of these hormones are critical for determining cell fate and overall plant architecture. Let's dive deeper into the genetic control of meristems. In the shoot apical meristem, a crucial feedback loop involves the WUSCHL, or WUS, and CLAVATA, or CLV, genes. WUS promotes stem cell identity, while CLV genes, particularly CLV3, restrict WUS expression, preventing excessive cell proliferation and maintaining a stable stem cell population. In the root apical meristem, the quiescent center, is a unique region of slowly dividing cells that acts as a protective reservoir for the surrounding stem cells, safeguarding them from damage and providing signals to maintain their undifferentiated state. This intricate genetic and cellular orchestration ensures continuous, yet controlled, growth. From the undifferentiated cells of the apical meristem, three primary meristems arise: the protoderm, procambium, and ground meristem. The protoderm gives rise to the epidermis, the plant's protective outer layer. The procambium differentiates into the primary xylem and phloem, forming the plant's essential vascular system for transport. The ground meristem develops into the ground tissues, such as parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma, which comprise the bulk of the plant's internal structure, providing support and storage. This precisely orchestrated differentiation pathway ensures the formation of all specialized tissues, allowing the plant to develop complex organs and systems. This inherent totipotency of meristematic cells is also harnessed in biotechnology for micropropagation, enabling rapid, disease-free cloning of plants, and in genetic engineering for introducing novel traits. The continuous, indeterminate growth enabled by meristems provides plants with a significant evolutionary advantage, allowing them to adapt to changing environments and regenerate lost parts, a flexibility largely absent in most animals. This continuous growth contrasts with the more determinate growth patterns seen in many animal organs. From an engineering perspective, understanding meristematic growth offers insights into biomimicry. Imagine designing self-repairing materials or modular, growing structures inspired by how plants continuously build and rejuvenate themselves. In agriculture, manipulating meristematic activity through breeding or genetic modification holds the key to enhancing crop yields, improving stress tolerance, and optimizing plant architecture for better resource utilization, showcasing the profound legacy and impact of these remarkable tissues. All right, it's time for the ultimate challenge. Here are the first 5 questions for the hardest level. Discuss the molecular mechanisms regulating the shoot apical meristem. Explain the quiescent center's significance. Describe how primary meristems originate and differentiate. Elaborate on totipotency and its applications. Finally, compare plant meristems with animal stem cells. Take your time, these require deep thought. And now, for the final 5 challenging questions. How do auxins and cytokinins interact in meristematic activity? Analyze the evolutionary advantage of indeterminate growth. Discuss biomimicry inspired by meristems. If an apical meristem is damaged, how does the plant compensate? Lastly, explain how meristematic tissues contribute to wound healing and regeneration. These questions will truly test your comprehensive understanding of meristematic tissues. Good luck! You've journeyed through the incredible world of meristematic tissues, from their basic functions to their complex molecular controls and real-world applications. We hope you've gained a deeper appreciation for how plants grow and thrive. To continue your learning adventure and explore more fascinating topics, visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting educational content. Keep exploring, keep learning, and stay curious.